Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Christo and this is the Black Ice once more with Feeling campaign. Thank you ever so very much for joining me. Today we are rampaging through the Iraqi Republic and we're crushing in here in towards Suez. And this Suez, that is to say, while meanwhile raiding merrily around over here. Our strike force is staying docked up rather than going to help with that combat, which I'm not a fan of. But we're going to keep annihilating the Allied Navy at sea. If we take a look at losses, we're currently looking at, we're losing some submarines, but they lost some cruisers and quite a few destroyers as well. So overall, I think we're trading losses pretty well. What is this? What are you? What is this fleet organization? Was this how this was earlier? This feels wrong. Oh, yes, that's right. I set up some patrols in the North Sea with a small little strike force covering them. What are you? Spare subs? Fantastic. Well, you should probably be merged up, huh? Boom. And you two as well, if you wouldn't mind. Ah, some of them not merging well because Straits of Gibraltar are enemy. Because they hold, of course, Gibraltar itself. Well, we could try and do something about that. We've got friendly naval supremacy here, probably because of Italian shipping. Oh, we've got the wrong symbol thing. There we go. NATO symbols are back. Huzzah. So we're rampaging through Iraq, which is great. It's going to give us some lovely oil fields under our control. I think this is pretty much fine operating on AI battle plans. Lower the speeds while I get used to what the heck's going on. We are lacking rubber because our imports are not going through. Could try importing from Japan, but I feel like the odds of it making it through are extremely low. Do have a little bit in storage. We should probably build more rubber plants. We are doing. How much do these make? Just 2. Ugh. Oh. It's not nearly enough. We're going to need a bunch more of these rubber plants, I think. Okay, on pause. We are tanking on fuel right now. Why is that? Did my main strike force just sally forth by any chance? Which is my... Is this the main one? Yeah. No, it's not. So, do we have a lot of planes deployed? I mean, we've got a bunch on defensive, but... the army is using a lot of fuel right now. Fair enough. Okay, I apologize if my I'm doing this video kind of as an experiment, whether or not I can be entertaining. Oh, Christo, you're never entertaining. Yeah, wise guy. I'm very tired. This soundtrack louder than I expected. I'm extremely tired because, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of drug raid going on last night. I live in London, if you're not familiar, and there were a lot of choppers overhead last night. Just a lot of them. And it was really annoying because it kept me awake all freaking night. What are these guys? Oh, my port garrisons. Nice. I guess I deploy them to ports and then just, once they've arrived, I'll move off the currently deployed infantry divisions. This soundtrack is not suitable. That was the Metro soundtrack, by the way, if you were enjoying that and are sad to see it go. Metro 2033, excellent game. One of my favorite shooters, for sure. Recently finished Exodus, which is also very good. We're now listening to the dulcet tones of Morrowind, which is often a fallback for me. And we need something to listen to. So we've just beaten Sweden. Right, Terry's going to need garrisoning. Not the ports, though, because we've got the Danish belts shut. So why am I garrisoning these inland ports down here in Germany here? Probably because I'm concerned about the German Navy. I look forward to the war with the Soviets, by the way. I think landings up here could be very successful. If we landed here and secured a defensive line in the forest, I think that will really screw with their plans. So these guys, are you all up here? No, some of you are down here. Okay. So just the ones of you that are up here. I would like you to, for now, just pop down to Dresden. Okay, you guys We should kill Norway. I mean, there's no reason not to. No offense, honey. But I feel like that we kind of might as well crush the mountain nation. We will use 3 tanks. The rest can go somewhere else to conserve fuel. Okay. What else? Right, we're going to need to military police the area. I believe my military police are down here right now. Hello, Sweden. You got 1 needed here. 1, 5, 6. 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would like an overhaul on the of the resistance system. How would I change it? This needs 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because what you want basically is an investment. It shouldn't be, in my opinion, it shouldn't be normal infantry style units that do this. It should be, you know, something going on. I'm explaining myself badly. Actually, I'm quite tired. The thing that does the military policing shouldn't be the same kind of thing that fights on the front line. So what I'd like, maybe they could integrate it when they eventually, hopefully, do an espionage thing, and don't take that as a confirmation or anything. I no longer work on this game. Oh yeah, and by the way, they blew up the mines, so we're not going to get much of that tungsten, which is a shame. But we're getting just enough of it. Well, still importing from Portugal, I guess, but still. What you want to have to do is invest some production and maybe political power and manpower into like a system, like fuel, and you build up like police, basically. And then you can choose how many police to deploy to each area. Are we spotting these guys? Nice, we are. Alright, get ready to sally forth. Oh, you guys don't have a commander. Outrageous. I do like this bold chap. He's old guard, but that's okay. His fleet isn't unlikely to be doing any serious engagements. It's just the Swedes. No offense, Swedish people. Let's see if we can take Visby so that we don't have an unsinkable aircraft carrier in the Baltic. Oh, I've already got some military police up here. Oh, well. You guys... Oh, Copenhagen actually needs some. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too many. There we go. And you guys can actually head down here because you're not really needed over there. We could invade Spain, but I think we're probably just not going to bother. I think I'm content with them as an ally for now. Oh, found and immediately destroyed that Swedish fleet rather. There are still some enemy ships here, so I'll leave our men in position. We lost a bunch of convoys here. Ah, yes, that is less than ideal. Well, do avoid this, but you won't be able to. What is that? Just my rubber import? Well, I have the convoys to keep trying, but we're only getting 1. 1 rubber for 1 civ factory is a bad deal. Get some from Vichy, France. I'll pay for that. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, fuel is still going badly, but as we move further and further in here, we should see that situation turn around. They've got some good defenses there once these guys move to the front. Let's take personal command over this area. We shouldn't let the AI. You shouldn't let the AI do battle plans basically ever. Is my stance on that. We do actually have 2,000 tungsten stored, but there's no point cancelling that trade unless we start getting raided. I think these guys moving in should hold off that counter-offensive, send some reinforcements in case it doesn't. Supply, yeah, devastating problem. I'd kind of like to go to war with Vichy France, but I can't if you're on aggression pacts, which I can't cancel yet anyway. If you guys could just crush through here, the Iraqi divisions surely aren't going to hold us off. The light infantry and things, very bad attack values. We're going to be able to annihilate them. Tank rush to Baghdad would be superb. Once we capture the oil fields down here, that should help out a lot. Capital ship hull advanced coming along. We need a bunch more guns and things for them as well. Have I never opened this tech tree? Or is this... This has been updated. Right? This wasn't here before. Or was it? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway. No, this wasn't here before. This was horizontal. Cool. Black Ice update. Well, we should get the things that... we're not going to get huge batteries. We'll go with these. We should start getting some of these for sure. One tanks are coming along. Okay, we pushed into Tirkut. Wilhelm dies! No! We gained political power? Oh, right. Wilhelm was in exile, of course. Right, so you guys, you infantry, are now surplus to requirements. Oh, that's an Italian infantry. So you can be reassigned. Don't think we need you there either. You hop on here. This thing's not full yet, so that's perfect. Jolly good. Norway, how you doing? Men positioning on the border. We will let them get a planning bonus. We should probably deploy some planes. Just 'cause why not? It'll be a very short deployment. 100 from there. Rest from here, probably. That's out of range, really? What about here? Not completely out of range, good. And then one of you can fly in the north. We deployed the Enigmas, finally. Let's keep going on that, probably. I can't because I have to have technology in cyclembric, whatever it is. You might want to befriend Japan. Tech reductions do pretty much always help. Balkan dominance is kind of irrelevant. Don't need Weserung. Well, we might want the Norwegian heavy. Well, it's only 10% bonus now. Come on now. How about Sea Lion? Get a bonus for Dot. Oh, we can do a nation reborn. Nice, because we control Paris, Warsaw, Amsterdam, Brussels, and Copenhagen. We could have done this ages ago. Nice. I get 365 political power over 156 days and 150 political power straight up. Sounds good to me. Okie doke. Pushing in here. No major problems. Guys moving to the front. Counterattack here is a bit inconvenient, but obviously if we sweep in, take Baghdad, they capitulate, tank rush in here, encirclement, kill them. Should work out just fine. Okay, so you two are Italian divisions. Yeah, I think I'll just leave them on port defense. That's fine by me. Nice. Big number of them getting raided there. That's what I'd like to see. Obviously, Iraq here is terrible. It's just that ongoing raid. We could try more aggressively deploying my my fleet. They appear to have no ships deployed, like anywhere. How you doing, England? Where are your boats at? Bit confused by that. We could try invading England. Be a bit odd if we just killed the Allies right now. We're not at war with the US yet. Are they going to be at war with me soon? Not that soon. We could just invade the UK. Let's get to the Suez first, and then consider that. Excuse. Sorry. Sneezing. Alright, pushed in here, immediately pushed back. Tanks should prove more resilient. You guys coming in here, and into Baghdad. That would be superb. Just need that capital. We can get those oil fields under wraps. Okay, you guys should probably take to a port defense. That's fine. Oh, look at that. Wiping out those convoys. Thing of absolute beauty. Being immediately pushed back again. Probably because I was stupid enough to attack across there. Of course, we will give you a research treaty utility. Kind of strange how that event hasn't been reworked for the new research group, like treaty agreements or whatever they're called, that were introduced in Together for Victory. I kind of think that one will be one of the prime ones that would be suited for it. You guys come up and provide some support in this region. We really should kind of fix our supply mess here. I just really want to just push through. Camp group, nice. We will be going... Well, actually, these are different, aren't they? So let's have a look here. 2 organization for infantry, 1 for tanks, a new tech, and then 20% breakthrough for tanks is so good. The recovery speed is so good. Or 1.5 recruitable pop. It's pretty darn good. And leg infantry recovery rate and hard attack up. But no, we're going to go 5 brigades. I'm afraid it's just necessary. Resistance here? Really? Plus 0.6? Really? Okay, well. That's fine. We can bring that under control. Anywhere else? Yes. Oh, a bunch of these areas. Oh, and someone's risen up. Get out of here. Let's work on that, shall we? 3 more here. No more here. I wonder how that happened. I thought I had this whole area under wraps. But clearly not. And of course, once one area starts getting some resistance, it overflows into the surrounding areas. Got them there. Just a bunch of convoys there. England must be really hurting from a naval perspective, sorry, from an air perspective. Because we'll be cutting off any and all rubber imports, which obviously is vital for their air effort. I think the fall of Baghdad will do it in terms of their capitulation, which should spell the end of Allied resistance in the region. They're holding it. It's assembly line production. We do need this. Base plus 3%, dockyard output up. Yeah, super important. Let's grab that. People have been mentioning I should be building more bonus giving factories rather than just main factories. You may be right, especially attrition. I think, yeah, a couple more of these would be valuable. Let's do that. Okay. This situation is absurd. Let's fix it. How many tanks do I have deployed here? 4 plus an infantry? Alright, we'll pull out one of those. And half the infantry to begin with. See how that looks on supply. I'm going to go speed 5 because everyone's moving just painfully slowly down here. They have air superiority with 12 guys because my guys are so far back and have such bad range. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, these guys being put down. Good. No problems there. What in the hell? How did that happen? And they're trying to sign the tripartite pact. Well, let's recapture this region, shall we? Little confused as to what the heck happened there. But it's okay. We're moving through. We're making do. Okay. Is that everywhere? Almost. That, yes. If anyone can explain how the heck that happened, please do. I have no freaking idea. I really want Baghdad. We're 1 province short of our objectives in this campaign, or at least our preliminary objectives. There goes Bulgaria capitulating. Let's go back to your posts. I don't know what to say. I'm extremely confused. Okay, well, there they go. Bye-bye. They give us some equipment for free, I guess. New decision. Which is, we can update the code books. Costs 5, and I have to do it how regularly? Hopefully not that regularly. And if we don't update it, then the Brits notice, and they probably start trying to break my my glorious Enigma code. Can we push in here? Getting to this river would be very nice, plus it shortens the front. There's a nation reborn, loads of political power gain. Next up, interdiction's good. I'm not using attack subs. I'm not sure. Could sell the anti-Comintern Pact. Not really any reason to, though. And the Reichskolonialbund doesn't seem useful to me. I guess we'll get this because we'll want the... Well, you know, we'll eventually use that tech bonus, so no real harm and seems useful. Changes here. I might increase civilian petrol because we are still losing stability. It's only a 3%. Well, I mean, 3% resource gain down isn't good. Oh yes, and I'm just told I needed to click these buttons to make them update. But it looks like they've been automatically updating, so I don't think that's a problem. We do have to expand the draft, sadly. But manpower is demobilizing right now. There we go, now it's going up. Could go to some more extensive loans, but I think instead I'll unite people around the government. We fight United to get a bunch of stability back. Weekly change 2% now, that's absurdly good. I'm going to save 3 command power increases, doesn't seem that good. Sure, let's get some political power from military parade. Why not? Why not? So with those guys moved out, we're now at only half oversupply, which is still pretty bad. So let's yoke out a few more of them. Some more battle results. Easy wins, obviously. If we could just secure Iraq, maybe not even the Suez, then... Because, I mean, if we can invade England, I'm gonna struggle not to. I'll be honest with you. I mean, if they started raiding our supply lines once we'd landed, that could be disastrous. But I feel like a quick landing in the south might just absolutely crush them. Leaving them, you know, a husk of their former self and unable to put up a strong defense, at which point I just, you know, yeet them out of existence, more or less. Still got a war goal on Luxembourg for some reason, even though they don't exist. We've got some more infantry. I guess you can fill out on the French. Seems fine. Baghdad defense looks a little weak. Just 2 Canadian guys. We could perhaps apply some pressure there with some assistance from across the way here. That might work. That's a province there. Okay. And this tank division could perhaps join the party. Yeah, we're breaking them. Baghdad would be a real coup because of the oil production, of course. All right, cutting in there. Good. What else? New decision. Update the code books. So we just have to do this once every 30 days. What a fun and engaging mechanic. That seems completely pointless. Oh well. No matter. It's not a big ask, so I shan't object too strongly. More garrisons, lovely. We can take to some of these ports, free up some infantry for a potential sea lion. We have utter air supremacy, but I don't think it will reach. I don't think it will reach across the channel very well. So we'll see how that goes. Where else are we lacking garrison units? Almost nowhere now. Doing pretty well. Nice. I don't think we need them in this area. These garrisons spare? Fantastic. Go hang out up here. And what's more, I have some free infantry too. Fantastic. I think that puts you over. It does indeed. By 6, in fact. Let's take out the least experience. 6, so that we can work on that. Do you not have a limit to how many you can command? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Well, then, in that case, you can go in the same army. Let's use this guy, because of his planning. And you can just come and get ready for a potential sea lion. We will give you a symbol and color correct you. Is it that one? That one. No, definitely that one. Yeah, good. Okay, Baghdad fallen. Come to me, my pretties. Oh, darn, you're going. Oh, no, that's right, it's fine. And we're across this river. We're just probably just going to push them to here. Is there any, I mean, what's in here? A tiny bit of oil, some steel, and obviously closing off. Port Said would be useful. There's another construction. Nice. These are way too far ahead of time. The population here would be good. Division stab, trickle back. What does that mean? Does that mean you get more... Is it just like those... Oh, it's probably those divisions grant trickleback. Not just trickleback for that support company. Yeah, we should definitely rush towards getting those. Those are going to be very, very valuable. We don't need more garrisons, honestly. But 9 more I'll live with. Okay, we got a lot of tanks deploying. That's excellent news. Mechanized, obviously, being the real shortage there. So no one's surprised who's been paying attention. Okay, supply here is much better. And once Baghdad falls, there we go. Stabilized. Airbase down here would be a boon to our war efforts in the region. We can start pushing in that kind of direction. Can we push them there with one of my guys? No. But I bet if this tank were there, we could. And with good supply, this region should begin to absolutely buckle under the weight of my well-equipped divisions, with increasing air superiority as we can move into those air bases. Fantastic. Yeah, breaking them there. Almost trivially. Fabulous. And that lovely oil coming under our control can be very helpful. Of course, it's got the visual resource factor for now, but we're working on it. Up here, yeah, we're repairing those mines slowly but steadily. 3 support equipment techs is pretty good. Let's get that. 3 support equipment tech bonuses, that is to say, of course. A sweep down here would be okay. Just keep holding on to Baghdad. There's factory floor training and some nice boosts. Entrenchment speed, it doesn't really concern me that much. Infrastructure construction speed could certainly be useful. Finally getting portable fuel cans, probably be smart. Let's get fuel refining. We need to get some more naval techs too if we're going to start commissioning some new new capital ships soon. But do we need to? We're dominating the Battle of the Atlantic. Just devastatingly dominating it. I suspect the AI doesn't really know how to use the new the mod that we're using to enhance naval warfare. And that's why they're being just so roundly squished. Let's see. Don't walk in here, by the way. It'll be no good for you. I'll just push them back so they can't. You guys are in here. Nice. Let's keep pushing and establish the pocket, shall we? Jolly good. Thus falls their airbase. Thus ends their last chance. We are going to need to take Basra in order to cut off their supply in the region. We can move to encircle, and the tanks can just absolutely trash anything that gets in my way en route to the coast. Fantastic. Iraq front fully stabilized. Moral of the story, just fix the supply, you madman. Right, good. Pushing in here all the way along the line. Fantastic. The tank's having a bit of a problem here, but that's alright. We can get him there. Oh, by the way, the devs explained, when you take a research center, it's not a permanent research bonus, it's a short-term one, which is why we've seen some research bonuses. We've had some events fire for research bonuses going away. That's the temporary bonus that the research center grants fading. Turns out I do have use for you garrison units, by the way. Put that coastal artillery on the shores of the Netherlands, please. Thank you very much. So we have some more suppression problems. Ah, looks like when that uprising fired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. It looks like we had some issues there. Oh, that's probably why. Because that province there doesn't have it under control, which means we have increasing Resistance in neighboring states, which means we have all kinds of issues. So down here we're going to need a bunch. But we don't need it right now. So let's move it in a bit later. We've got it locally in that Turkish military police detachment. There's the capturing of Basra. Just keep these guys all busy. There's the pocket. Since there's no one in the way, feel free to push straight in here. Supply stable. Let's send in 2 new guys onto this plan. Obviously, these guys are just about to be pocketed, at which point we will cleanse them from the face of this green earth. We can modify the government again. I was reminded by the dev not to forget to pick a military academy, because it looks like you've already picked one, but we don't have one. So we should do that. More attrition, more attack, you lose army experience, you get... Could you pick these multiple times and get all these stats on your armies? That would be hilariously broken. Air superiority is pretty good. That seems pretty nice. Logistics skill, lower out of supply penalty. I do like the idea of that. Ooh, research speed. Ah, no, 4%. Consuming good stone made me laugh. Yeah, I'm going to get this. And we're going to see if you can switch it and keep those stats, because that would be hilarious. So every one of our generals just got some extra logistics skill. That's really useful. That's going to be invaluable for our Soviet campaign, where we really want to deploy a huge amount of forces in a small front. Basra falls, resulting in the immediate destruction of everyone inside this pocket, and the collapse of the Iraqi Republic. And there's the interwar carrier hull. Sorry, capital hull. No, sorry, the advanced capital hull. We're going to need to get the advanced capital armor scheme as well, which I will hasten somewhat. Make sure you wipe them out here as well. You have to get every last bit of it, or they'll come back. The allies are like pondweed. We push them back out of those mountains. That's nice work. Alright. Yeah, sure. I don't freaking Enigma codes again and again. We need to get him back to the front. That's fine. Oh, I have one more coastal artillery placement to do. Okay. Crushing these guys in here. Resources, resources. Well, I could now import from Japan, probably, because we should start importing from down here. So let's do a ban and a ban. Now we should see our trade going from here, but I'm not. Why not? Game? Ah. No, trade can't pass through Hormuz when it's enemy controlled. Okay, well then the Saudis will just have to fall. But that will take place in the next episode. We're going to take out the Saudis, take control of the Straits of Hormuz to facilitate trade with Japan. Obviously the mighty Empire of the Sun to the east deserves our attention. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry I'm a little tired, and hence my commentary is slightly subpar. I will see you all in the next episode, where I'll be refreshed, I promise. See you then. Bye-bye.